Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paribhajagacharya Stotarasata Shishiman Divine Grace His co-founder Charya Jagadguru Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Paribhajagacharya Stotarasata Shishiman Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koli Vaishnava Vrinda Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Praims Go Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyama Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Vrindavan Dham Ki Mathura Dham Ki Navadvip Mayapur Dham Puri Dham Ki Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Sudarshan Chakra Ki Yamuna Mai Ki Ganges Mai Ki Tulasi Devi Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda Ki Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glory to Shishi Guru Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna Prita Bhuttade Srimati Bhakti Trita Swami Namaste Krishna Paravi Parashitana Gaura Karuna Sakti Bhakti Trita China Om Gyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshulunlitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yutta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajiva Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visavana Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakal Pataru Vyascha Kripa Sundivyaye Anna Sastrera Pramane Guru Rupe Krishna Kripa Karena Bhaktagane Guru Krishna Rupahana Sastrera Pramane Guru Rupe Krishna Kripa Karena Bhaktagane Guru, the spiritual master, Krishna Rupa, as good as Krishna. Hana is Shastrera of revealed scriptures. Pramane by the evidence. Guru Rupe in the form of the spiritual master. Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna, Kripa, mercy, Karena, distributes, Bhaktagane, unto his devotees. Translation and purport by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. According to the deliberate opinion of all revealed scriptures, the spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. Lord Krishna, in the form of the spiritual master, delivers his devotees. Please repeat. According to the deliberate opinion of all revealed scriptures, the spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. Krishna, Lord Krishna, in the form of the spiritual master, delivers his devotees. Purport. The relationship of a disciple with his spiritual master is as good as his relationship with the Supreme Lord. A spiritual master always represents himself as the humblest servitor of the personality of Godhead. But the disciple must look upon him as the manifested representation of Godhead. Something to understand here. According to the deliberate opinion of all revealed scriptures, the spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. That is correct. We also say the same thing. Krishna is non-different from his material energy also. His material energies and his spiritual energies, he is non-different. So yesterday, the student, Bhakti student asked me, what is the meaning of that? Because material energy is material, is inferior. And Krishna is the spiritual nature. So how is not different? We know very well that wood is different from fire. Even though they will associate, but they're different from each other. So, what does it mean? And this Krishna is not different from his material energy. So we're trying to explain. Because they came from Krishna. Krishna's material energy is coming from him. Therefore, is not different. Not different because it's from his part. Although it is not different, but we know that the material energy of Krishna does not have existence without Krishna. Just like if you look at the shadow resembles the object. If you look like this, or if you take your picture and look at it, it will look like you. It will not look different. So your picture is the same with you. And if someone pray to your picture or do something mystically to affect you where you are, but you're still different from the picture because the picture is not going to talk and you can talk. The picture is not going to move, but you can move. So difference is there. Similarly, the material energy or the spiritual energy of Krishna, material is the same energy of Krishna, because they emanate from him. They are not independent. There are two types of dualities. Dualities are two types. One type of duality is that heat and cold, happiness, distress, tall and short, black and white, winter, summer, spring, fat, thin, intelligent, dull. These are dualities. And second aspect of duality is that to see that the material energy of Krishna is separate from him and independent of Krishna. It is duality also. Everything depends completely on Krishna. And that was the vision of Srila Vyasadeva. Yesterday when he saw in his meditation, he saw Krishna completely. He saw complete Krishna with his spiritual and material energies. He saw all complete. And he saw that material energy is 100% dependent on Krishna, not independent, not separate. It's connected. So he has a perfect vision. Therefore, he can give us a compiled scripture that will guide us to go back home to Godhead. Because he has perfect vision. Based on his perfect realization, he gives what is necessary, appropriate, to cure our disease. Just like a perfect doctor. He has a perfect ability to diagnose the disease in the body. So you also know the appropriate medicine to cure it. So when we say that the spiritual master, according to deliberate scriptural injunction, scriptural opinion, is non-different from Krishna, should be understood properly. The representative, if somebody representing a company, what will he say? He represents your interest. He is going to sell you a good. So he is as good as yourself. Because you see every part of your qualities in the person who represents you. That is why he's representative. He's going to put a lot of energy in promoting, advertising, and presenting your product, exactly like he has said. So he is a representative. The spiritual master is the same way, a bona fide representative of Krishna, because, as Prabhupada said, Krishna said, surrender to me, and I say, surrender to Krishna. So what is the difference? We are the same, because we are saying the same thing. Right? The same thing we are saying. Lord Krishna said, become my devotee. I'm asking you, become a Krishna's devotee. Right? So it's the same. That is their sameness. Their sameness is that they have one consciousness. This Krishna wants to deliver the conditioned soul, and the spiritual master is assisting Krishna in this mission of delivering conditioned souls. So they are one in interest, not merging. They are not merging. That is another illusion. One in interest is perfect. That's perfect understanding. The interest is one. So also we say that gurus are one, but the Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, they are one. Why? They have the same mission, the same interest, to deliver the conditioned souls. So they are one. Their oneness does not mean they are going to dress the same thing, they are going to eat the same type of food, speak the same way, the same manner, the same gesture, beat back the same, sleep the same. That is not oneness. They still have differences in their behavior, but their interest is one. To assist Lord Krishna in his mission of helping the conditioned souls to regain our normal, our spiritual state of existence, which has been covered over by material energy due to our false ego of thinking that we can exploit the material energy to our satisfaction. That disease is very dangerous. The disease of the false ego, thinking that we can exploit separately. We can become with Krishna. Remove Krishna from the center and replace him with ourselves. Very dangerous consciousness. It has to be cured. So that is the oneness. So the spiritual master is doing that. So Krishna is very, very, very happy, and he gives him all the necessary protection, all the necessary guidance, all, because he's representing him. Sanatana Swami said, we see it, spiritual master, we should know he's not alone. He is, as a bona fide spiritual master, the three classes of spiritual master, three classes, not one class. Kanista Guru is also there. Madhyam Guru is there. And Uttam Guru is there. Uttam Guru is different. Uttam Guru has been appointed from Vaikuntha. He's selected from Vaikuntha and sent here. So while he's here doing his duty, he's being supported by the Vaikuntha verses. He's not alone. Not only that, Krishna is supporting because he represents him. Krishna is giving all the facilities. You don't see, even in the material world, you don't see your manager you send to start a branch in another place alone. You provide all the necessary facilities. See that? All the necessary facilities. You provide the orphans. He is not going to rent the office, or he will just officiate. He will officiate all the transactions that will take place in that place. Right? So he's equipped with all the necessary things. Then the staff are sent the whatever, manpower, everything is supplied for him to execute his duty nicely. We are doing it materially. What about the Supreme Person? And where did we get that nature from? It is from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We borrow from him. So when Krishna sent his pure devotee here, he gave all the necessary facilitations. All the required necessities are all provided. This spiritual master is non-different from Krishna. And sometimes the Krishna himself is the spiritual master, acting as the spiritual master. He's non-different. And subsequently, even the second class or third class who are representing Krishna, but they are representing him sincerely, they are also fully protected and facilitated fully. So they can do their duty perfectly. So it is different. Not that a spiritual master has become equally worshipable Supreme Personality of Godhead, Swayam Bhagavan. That's a big disease. That's a big disease. He's not Swayam Bhagavan. He is a confidential servitor of Swayam Bhagavan. That's proper put here. A spiritual master always represents himself as the humblest servitor for the personality of Godhead, Swayam Bhagavan. That Bhagavan, he is his representative, his servant. He's called bona fide because he would never do anything which is not approved by Krishna. It's a bona fide. It's bona fide. Everything he does is sanctioned by some super soul, directed by the Supreme Personality, Swami Bhagavan. That is his own position. What is the position of his disciples? But the disciple must look upon him as the manifested representation of Godhead and offer him the same respect which is offered to Krishna. It is left with him, if it is bona fide, to pass it on or to hang with it and have a problem. Yes, if you hang with it, you have a problem, because I have seen those days when devotees will have a consciousness of devotee, a disciple, we have the disciple consciousness. Those days we have. I said those days we're having the consciousness of a disciple. What is that? Disciple knows that he is living in the ashram for the benefit of the spiritual master. These days, the devotees are living in the ashram for their own benefit. So they use Guru as a bait for their benefit. Completely opposite and very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Bhagavatam recommends that a disciple lives in the ashram of the spiritual master for the Guru's benefit, not for the disciple's benefit. Try to understand that. If they are together, what is the difference? If they are together, you cannot please a person and remain empty. It doesn't happen like that. If you please somebody, you also become pleased, because every action has a corresponding reaction. Everything, every action. So if a disciple lives in the ashram for the benefit of the spiritual master, he will benefit, because he will be trained to become a spiritual master. So if he does not please the spiritual master for the sincere service, if he is living by his own, for his own benefit, then he will never be a spiritual master tomorrow, because it's a disappointment. It's a disappointment. So those days we saw devotees who were living in the ashram using the spiritual master as a bait. So when we go to Sankirtan, we share the result of our collections. They all fell down. They have problems, because that is a big contamination. The karma which we take should be given to a person who can handle it. If you share it, so the spiritual master is going to take the karma which is given to him, and you will take the one which you are keeping. If you cannot handle it, what will happen? Disaster. That is how we have come to this level. I remember when we were having 56 devotees in Lagos Temple alone. What are they? That's Lagos Temple alone, 56 devotees. Where? Because we don't understand this principle. Krishna consciousness is a scientific movement. And science means
something that is exact. You get the same result.
Yes. And discovery. For you to discover something, there must be a formula to follow. So science means a formula. You have a formula to discover. Or then when that formula, when you apply, you get the result. You get it. So if the formula is correct, you get the perfect, and it's perfectly applied, then you get also the better results. So we get what we put in. What we put in, that's what we get. So a disciple must see the spiritual master as what? The manifested representation of Krishna. That is the mood. If you don't see that way, we are seeing differently. Our faith will not be strong. And when the faith is not strong, we are not going to give in our best. And if you don't give in our best, you're not going to get the best result. You'll be half-baked cake. Who enjoys a half-baked cake? Who enjoys that? Huh? Who enjoys half-baked? Whoever will make cake for me. Half-baked, is it? Do you enjoy it? No, nobody. Completely baked. And it's delicious. Delicious. So, Krishna consciousness has to be delicious. And it should be delicious if we have a delicious process. If you are going to cook, the ingredients are not complete. How will you have a nourishing food? Of course. We are going to eat according to our level. For a Brahmana, prescribed Brahmana, the ingredient for his cooking should be perfect. But for Sudra, or less than Sudra, the ingredient which they will use can be any, it can be rotten tomatoes, outdated spices, not a problem. It's suitable for that, according to the scripture. So everything is designed according to our nature. This is the vision or the relationship the disciples should have with the spiritual master. When we see him like that, this is the representation of what do you mean by manifest representation of Krishna? So this person will connect me with Krishna. That's what it means. This person will connect me with Krishna. So whatever we do to him, what happens? It will go to Krishna. That's what we are sending to Krishna. If you are giving low quality service, that's what we will offer to Krishna. Not the high class. It is a low class quality service which we offer. Krishna said. As the surrender, I reward accordingly. We are offering Krishna a low class service. That is the result we are going to get. And that is why we have different levels of advancement. Because Krishna is reciprocating. Krishna is reciprocating. Why someone is sitting here is going back to Godhead, and so the same sitting here is not going back to Godhead. What is responsible for that? Two disciples are sitting here. The same spiritual master. Two disciples are sitting here. One is going back to Godhead. The other one is not going anywhere. He may not even go anywhere. He's going down. Why? Our offerings qualify us for that. It is not the position. It's not our statues, material, spiritual. It's not about our ashrams. Bhakti has nothing to do with our ashrams and varanas. Varana and ashrams are just a vehicle to facilitate our bhakti for Krishna. They are not the ultimate. They are facilitation. So a common person will not see that this is a facilitation. They think the vehicle is a means. This is what is a big mistake which is hampering many people in this world. We are taking vehicle to be the means. Or organization to be the religion, or the ultimate, or the position we have as our reward. This is a benefit. The reward of being a devotee is to have this big position. It may be, it may not be. It may not be. We shouldn't forget, Kamsa was living in a palace. Vasudev Devaki were living in a prison at the Zibaki Yard. In prison. Is it? Pandavas were living in the forest. Dhira were living in a palace, in the kingdom. It's a prince. It's a prince. I don't know if he's still living there. Well, the situation has changed. I don't know. Yes. Then the next one is the powerful, famous verse. This one is from Bhagavatam, 11th canto of Bhagavatam. We just sing. Acharyamam bijan iyan navamanya te karhichit na maratya buddhyasu yeta sarva deva mayo guru. One should know the Acharya as myself and never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all the demigods. One should know the Acharya to be myself, Krishna, and never disrespect him in any way, not disrespect. One should not envy him. Thinking him an ordinary man. Why? What's the difference? Do you have two heads? Huh? Do you have two heads? I have one. So what's the difference? What makes you different from me? After all, I eat one plate and you eat two plates. So who is better? Who is better? I eat one plate, you eat two plates. Who is better? Yeah? Yes. So what is different? What is the difference? The guru is sleeping, you're sleeping. What is the difference? He eats, you're eating. And most of the things depends on you. You know, you're the one doing everything. You're the one doing everything. Lazy man. So what is the difference? You're just a lazy man. Huh? Everything. Can you do this? Can you do that? So you're very active. You're lazily just sitting down. Just lazy man sitting down. So what is the difference? What makes him different? Just because you sit on asana or a big throne or what? I can sleep there. I can sit there. Yes, I can build a better one than this one. So what's the difference? He's going for medical checkup. Ah, guru. So I also go. We met in the hospital. So what did you do? I know many slokas than him. And before he give class, he has asked me for some advice. Yes. See all the things he's doing in the ashram. All the things he's saying, I told him the ashram before coming here. He always consults me before he does everything. He cannot live without me. To open his computer, I have to do it. To close it, I have to do it. Isn't it? So what's the difference? I know the slokas more. In fact, when he's reciting, he doesn't recite it perfectly. And from my mouth, it's like rain. Like rain. Rain will fall. Yes. One has to give class. Yes. In Dwaraka, Krishna never do anything without asking Uddhava. Nothing Krishna will do without Uddhava. He must ask Uddhava first. Uddhava, what do you think? What do you say about this? Huh? Pandurika Sura wrote the confidential letter. Krishna gave it to Uddhava. Read. Read. Tell me what to do. What to do. Everything. He has to ask Uddhava. And every day he will come before Grasena to give him report. Every day. Without fail, Krishna must come every day. Not that he will not attend Bhagavati. He's late or sick or whatever. Something. Krishna never do that in Dwarka. And
One day he's not in the Mangalarti. Never. Exactly 2 o'clock. Kokokoo! Krishna is up. The wife is up. Would you lie down now? Krishna said, look at time. 2 o'clock. See, for you, it's just lie down. But time. Krishna must get up. And he will give all the detailed report to Graciela every day without fail. Uda must sit with Krishna everywhere, even wearing his customer jewels. Uda wears that. He's called Yukta. Yes. There's nothing Krishna will do that Uda have never. What do you say? He never directed. Everything. So, whether I started thinking that I'm better than Krishna? Did he ever think that 1 minute, in a second, even in a dream? Now, the moment he told him, you, Uda, you are like a desert. Sin can never germinate in your heart. That's a devotee. That's a devotee. Yukta. Sin doesn't come to his heart. When you say devotee, it's a devotee. The desert. So the process of Krishna consciousness will make our heart like a desert. Sin cannot germinate there. Never. That's it. Amala Bhakta. It's Amala Bhakta. Yes. So, Amala Bhakta should not be envied, even though we may see them to be doing the same thing. Thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all the demigods. How? What is a demigod? Does you bring fire from that mouth? Can you do that? How will I see a demigod? How you demigod? Not even one. 3 million. My friend, this is jugglery. This is tiny soul. This tiny soul is a demigod. This is called a statement. That is in the book. That's all. Anyone who thinks like that is living in hell. Because the scripture cannot tell lies. They are Krishna's breath. Krishna's breath. And this verse is spoken by Krishna himself. It's spoken by himself. Mad Bhakta Puja Abhyadikas, Krishna said, the same 11 canto. Mad Bhakta Puja Abhyadikas. My bona fide representative worship is superior to my worship, Krishna said. Confirm Lalo Shiva. Radhanam Sarvisham Bishun Radhanam Param. Radha Param. That is Lord Shiva, confirming what the Krishna is saying. The pure devotee's position is different. We can bring different things inside, but we are talking about the position of a pure devotee. Now we look at his character to see if he corresponds. If he doesn't correspond, then we know he's not. So it should not be a difficulty. It should be a difficulty. Except if we are not bona fide, they will be cheated. What is Krishna's duty sitting in the heart? He said, Deepa, Bhashvata, Deepa, Bhashvata. Desham eva no kamparta maham janajam tamasa. Nasami atma bhavasta, gyana deepyona Bhashvata. Nasami atma. I will destroy the darkness born of ignorance. This is the Krishna's duty standing and sitting here. So what is the question of being deceived if we are not deceived ourselves? That is the problem. That is the problem. We have problem only when we are deceiving ourselves. We are deviating from the principle of Krishna consciousness. That is when we have problem. Otherwise, there is no problem. No problem at all. Perfect guidance is there. Perfect. Perfect guidance. So we should understand this. One should know the Acharya as myself. Myself here is in the capital. My is capital. Me Krishna himself. See, referring to him. I never disrespect him in any way. One should not envy him, thinking him an ordinary man, for he is the representative of all the demigods. This is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 11th Canto, chapter 17, text 27, spoken by Lord Krishna when he was questioned by Uddhava regarding the four social and spiritual orders of society. The Lord was specifically instructing how a brahmachari should behave under the care of a spiritual master. A spiritual master is not an enjoyer of facilities offered by his disciples. He is like a parent. He is like a parent. Without the attentive service of his parents, a child cannot grow to manhood. Similarly, without the care of the spiritual master, one cannot rise to the plane of transcendental service. So, the spiritual master chant the 16 rand for you. Does he chant the 16 rand for you? Does he keep the principle for you? You are doing everything. So, what is the position of the spiritual master here? What is the parent here? What is his position? What is he doing for you? You have to chant yourself. You have to read yourself. You have to hear yourself. Yes. A child may think like that. A child may think like that. Hey, I'm independent. Yes, say independent. I'm independent means suffering. Independence means suffering. Illusion. We are under the care. We should be under the care. So sometimes you see some disciples who are sent by envious demigod to go and tempt the good spiritual master. There are many envious demigods send some disciples to go and test the guru. Yes. Think it's a small job, think it's a common, it's a cheap position. Guruji. But what is inside is different. So a bona fide spiritual master knows. He knows. See them. He knows all. So he will guide. You have to take care of this. For us to read, to understand, it comes from the mercy of the spiritual master. The scriptures are not read, they are revealed. Yes, we are reading. That's very good. We are reading, we are making effort. That effort will help us to make the spiritual master reveal it to get understanding. This understanding comes. So he's doing so much for us. For us to even do the chanting, who taught you how to chant? You wake up yourself and take a beat and start chanting. Somebody taught us how to do it, trained how to do it. And while we're doing it, he's guiding how to do it, showing some mercy. Yes, so we depend on spiritual master's mercy to make advancement in Krishna consciousness. Without that, it's not possible to make advancement. The spiritual master is also called Acharya, or a transcendental professor of spiritual science. The Manu Samhita 2:140 explains the duties of an Acharya, describing that the bona fide spiritual master accepts charge of disciples. He accepts charge of disciples. He is responsible for the life of the disciples. He is responsible. Once you have accepted a person, it is the responsibility to see how that person is progressing in Christian consciousness. The second kind of Bhagavatam Prabhupada said, failure to do that, it is illegal. It's illegal. Describing that the bona fide spiritual master accepts charge of disciples, teaches them the Vedic knowledge with all its intricacies, and gives them their second birth. So when you read the scripture, you understand everything? Who going to answer the question for you? Yourself, your mind. Huh? It is special master who will show you, see what is it. Even what you think you can understand. When it is explained, you say, oh, yeah, I didn't understand like that. That is his duty. To make us understand, what is this? What does it mean? That's his responsibility. Intricacies. That was our philosophy. We explained. The ceremony performed to initiate a disciple into the study of scriptural science is called Upaniti, or the function that brings one nearer to the spiritual master. Like we say Upanisad, Upaniti, Upanisad, Upanisad. That bona fide science which keeps one closer to Krishna, that's Upanishad. Keep one closer to Krishna. So the spiritual master initiates us into that. That's his responsibility. So here he's keeping us very close to the spiritual master. One who cannot be brought nearer to a spiritual master cannot have a sacred thread, and thus is indicated to be a Sudra. The sacred thread on the body of a Brahmana, Kshatriya or Vaishya is a symbol of initiation by the spiritual master. It is worth noting if one merely to boast of high parentage. The duty of the spiritual master is to initiate a disciple with the sacred thread ceremony, and after this samskara or purificatory process, the spiritual master actually begins to teach the disciple about the Vedas. A person born a Shudra is not bad. It's not bad, means not forbidden from, not a BAD, it's not BARD, bad. We are not deprived of taking that because we're born Shudra. That's not the disqualification. This disqualification is if you don't have the interest. It's not bad from such spiritual initiation, provided he is approved by the spiritual master, who is duly authorized to award the disciple the right to be a Brahmana if he finds him perfectly qualified. Hare Krishna.